banking is different, right? Banking is different. You don't understand banking yet, right? Let me tell you number one about banking, right? Number one, the regulators won't allow it. Guys, this is not true. We have rockets that fly into space and land on their own. We have robots that conduct surgery in a routine way, right? You get into a car with strangers. The age of where it's not possible is done. The regulators will allow it. And I'm going to give you more examples of that in a minute. But the idea that the regulators will not allow it is, I think, for most banks, lazy. I think it's lazy. Banks have billions of dollars, right? What, are you telling me you can't do a little bit of innovation? Just innovate the way you regulate. RegTech, regulatory technologies, is one of the fastest growing financial disruptors. It's huge. Why aren't you putting your regulatory activities onto a blockchain? The regulators can say, oh, that's awesome. But no, we just say, oh, it's not possible now. Lame. Secondly, it's not up to us. HQ will save us, right? We can't be innovative. The guys up there will be. No, it's not going to happen, right? How many markets is public banking? Shout out. How many markets are you in? 1? 2? Guys? Let's go with 5, right? Is public banking more than 5 markets? Right, 5 countries? 4 or 5, right? Let's go with 5 to make the math easy, right? So let me give you an example. Okay? If one disruptor arrives in your market in Cambodia, and I know that you guys are in Cambodia, right? So I work there. And they suddenly do this amazing new technology, and all your customers start leaving public bank Cambodia for the new disruptor in Cambodia. And you don't have local innovation capability, this is what needs to happen. First, Cambodia needs to tell HQ, guys, we have a big problem in Cambodia, please help us create some new innovation. HQ is like, ignore, ignore, ignore. And then Cambodia is like, seriously, we need some help. Okay? And then what will happen is that HQ say, okay, we'll think about doing innovation. Then they'll take 2 to 3 years to build the innovation, and then they'll send it back to Cambodia and say, here's the innovation. And Cambodia will be dead. Right? Because that's how fast it goes. So this idea that HQ will save us is completely wrong. It's completely wrong. Because innovation is local. ASEAN and Asia is a hotspot for disruptive innovation. And so we can't rely on someone up there, it has to be us. Because otherwise we won't be fast enough. Number 3, watch the West, we will follow. So this idea that the West is leading in fintech technology, this is not true. There's some great examples, but the real innovation powerhouse in fintech is China. China is at least 5, maybe 10 years ahead of the US in financial technology. Right? When you go to China, you're just on the WeChat platform. Everything is integrated. It's a Visa, Facebook, and WhatsApp experience in one. They are far ahead of us. Number 4, we have lots of time. Well, that's a relative question. How much time is time? The reality is that it takes 3 years to build serious innovation capability. I'm not talking about doing a bit of innovation. I'm talking about how does public bank make innovation its core competency in the next 3 years fast enough that it doesn't die. That's really the challenge. So more things I hear. Our customers don't want it. Right? This is a favorite one of mine. Like, yeah, you're right. Until they see it and they say, I want it. Because this is what the taxi driver said, right? Our customers don't want it. It's too complicated technology. No, 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 no. And the customers probably agreed with them, right? And then one day you're like, oh crap, oh, what is that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, amazing. Boom, switch. Then we have, it's expensive. And this is, again, one of my favorites. Like, well, yeah, well, what were you expecting? Right? Like, what were you expecting? Of course, innovation is expensive, but what's more expensive is death. Right? Death is the most expensive thing of all, right? So when people say to me, oh, it's very expensive, I'm like, sure, but do you want to die? Right? It has to be this black and white, because otherwise we allow ourselves these excuses. And finally, innovation is the way in which you create growth. You are not going to grow a public bank unless you innovate. That's obvious. And then finally, something that is very dangerous. Where should be? We're a public bank. We'll be fine. We have a nice new building coming along. What could go wrong? Right? Well, let's look at what happened to Sime Darby. What's happening to Sime Darby right now? It's being broken up into 3. Why? because its financial health is not that great. No one is immune. No one is immune to digital disruption. Okay, so I promised you some examples. Here are some of the hottest fintechs that are changing the world right now. These are all players that exist that are already accelerating rapidly. In the top left corner, we have TransferWise. Anyone heard of TransferWise? Okay, you need to learn about TransferWise.